It is absolutely illogical, unreasonable, and irrational to expect that somebody on the street, no place to live, no clock, no phone, no transportation, is going to find their way on Thursday morning at 9 o'clock to meeting with their probation officer. So he violated probation, and he has been arrested more than once and reincarcerated more than once as a result of missing appointments with probation officers, with those being the specific circumstances. We cannot continue to treat serious illnesses differently from the way we treat other serious illnesses. As Sheriff Hall pointed out, we don't do this with cancer. Can you imagine taking somebody with stage 4 cancer and saying, okay, who says, I'm no longer going to take chemotherapy, and saying our response to that is going to be to call the sheriff and haul you off to jail because you are now being a danger to yourself? And if we do an evaluation of you, we're going to do an evaluation in that setting, not a healthcare setting, to see if we can do something else. Could you imagine in a time of crisis with somebody having a stroke or a heart attack who denies at the time of crisis, when the event is occurring, that they are having a stroke or a heart attack? Could you imagine putting them in cuffs and bringing them to the jail in order to have them evaluated for the stroke or a heart attack versus calling an ambulance, bringing them to a hospital, stabilizing them first, and then having the conversation? This is what we do with other kinds of conditions. But it is different what we do for people with serious mental illnesses. Now, this is not the fault of sheriffs today. We thrust this on them as policymakers back in the 1980s. This is not the fault of the system, the professionals who today do the best they can, like me, to learn on the job and to figure it out as they go along. This is the fault of the people who matter. This is the fault of the people who make the decisions. This is the fault of the people who hold the purse strings. And the people who matter, the people who lead, the people who make the decisions, the people who hold the purse strings have not yet come as far as we have in this room to understanding not just that they need to solve this problem, but understanding that they are responsible. They share in the responsibility for having created this problem. And so what I often tell people is, when I come and give talks like this, I'm not here and Tim's where he is because I'm 65 almost, and Tim's not yet 35. I'm not here because I'm 5'9", he's 6.5 feet tall. I'm not here because I'm white, he's black. I'm not here because I went to college, he didn't. I'm not here because I was raised by biological parents and he was raised by adoptive parents. I'm not here for any of those reasons. The only reason I'm here and Tim's where he is these days, in that revolving door on the streets of San Francisco, is because he's got schizophrenia and I don't. And that is the only thing different about us. And that is the only thing I want policymakers to understand. And it's the one best thing that we all can communicate. This is not just about those people on the streets. This is not just about each of us. This is about our families. This is about the people we love. This is about who they are. This is about the opportunities we give them. This is about the choices we make. This is about recognizing that everyone is entitled to live to their full potential. And whatever we do, and wherever we find them, in the stages along life's way, we need to be absolutely committed to serving them, supporting them, and moving them along pathways to recovery.